I'm getting into the Christmas mood, decorating at our studio here on Wallula Avenue because it's almost Christmas. The excitement of the season never goes away. And the best part is it not only brings our family together, it brings our entire community together. Let's meet the ambitious people in our community who work for months to make the Christmas season memorable for all of us. Today on Hometown. Harlan Miller wrote, "Probably the reason we all go so haywire at Christmas time with the endless, unrestrained, and often silly buying of gifts is that we don't quite know how to put our love into words." Our community is blessed with people who give gifts, from the organizers of our annual Christmas parade to local foundations that help nonprofits fundraise. This is the time of year when we do things for others. We don't just put love into words, we put love into action. There's so much we take for granted about this season. We may even get a little cynical and bah humbug the whole thing from time to time. But underneath all of that is a story of community, love, and selflessness. Today we celebrate Christmas in Walla Walla, a very sweet ingredient in the remarkable story of us.
Rudy Scott, we're here with your Pathfinder group here at the University Church. Tell us, what's Pathfinders?
Pathfinders. So Pathfinders is a youth group for kids aged 10 to 15 years old, and we love to have adventures. So we do all sorts of things. We go camping outside, we do community service projects, we learn about God, and we have a great time.
So for someone who might not know, it's kind of like Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, but it's co-ed, and you do all the things that those organizations do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're a lot like Boy Scouts. We've got kind of a church-oriented mission, and we are co-ed, yeah, both boys and girls.
It's Christmas season, and you folks here at the Torchbearers have been involved with a community event, the College Place Parade. And what does it mean to you to have all of your young people here in the Torchbearers involved with your float?
Yeah, well, one of the things, you know, our club does a lot of activities kind of together as our own group, and that's great. And there's a lot of bonding and a lot of good times that happen. But one of the things that we've also tried to be kind of intentional about is not only serving each other, but also serving our community and trying to look for ways that we can be more involved in the community. And so this is just kind of one small thing that we can do, is we like to, when there's a parade, we like to participate. A couple of years ago, we were able to march for the Veterans Parade. We didn't get to do that this year, but we love to get out and support our veterans, and then we love to do this when we've been doing this, I think, for 4 years now, where we go out and we just get as many lights as we can on our float and a bunch of kids and a bunch of candy, and we have a great time.
And your theme, obviously, is about camping and things also associated with Pathfinders.
Yeah, we tried to kind of figure out what would be a good float that would go with Pathfinders, and so we kind of tried to blend Christmas and camping.
Yeah.
So we've got
winter camping there, Rudy.
That's right, winter camping. That's right. So we'll have a tent on our float, and we'll have a Christmas tree. And we'll hopefully have a little propane fire going to keep
like
the
it.
kids warm.
Marshmallows?
Yeah, maybe. That's a good idea. I
I'll
think
come
the
for
kids
that.
would vote for that. Yeah.
Well, to be a part of the Christmas spirit, though, and to have the kids involved with that. And have you heard reflections on the float over the years?
Yeah, we have. I know the kids often tell me that it's something that they've really enjoyed. Some of our kids who have musical talents, who have sometimes shared those, they've played instruments on the float as we go down, and so that's something that some of the community members have told me they particularly enjoyed, was hearing, you know, these Christmas carols played by Pathfinders on violins or different instruments like that. So.
Well, thank you, Rudy, for being part and lighting up our community here, so we in Hometown can have some lights at Christmas time.
Thank you very much.
Casey Kelty, Christmas Parade in Walla Walla, it's a lot of fun. How many years have you guys been involved with Kelty Auto Parts with the Christmas Parade?
I believe this will be our third year.
Third year.
First year was an epic failure. Last year was a little more like what it was supposed to be. So,
Do tell about the epic failure.
we were supposed. Well, the whole idea was to have 9 reindeer that ran and made noise, and we started with allegedly 4, and by the time the parade started we had 2, and then by the halfway through the parade none of them ran, so you know, it was all right.
So last year, 2023, what happened?
We made some noise.
Okay.
They all ran the entire time and did what they were supposed to do, and yep, the boys that had helping me were a little overzealous with them, but that's all right, they still worked when they were done.
Good and loud, good and loud.
Oh yeah.
We're standing here in your family business, and tell us a little bit about where we are.
Kelty Auto Parts, used auto parts, been in business, family business since 1919, so we're just here doing our thing.
Yeah, just for a couple days here,
Yep,
Casey.
a couple days.
So great grandpa started it,
Yep.
and here
yep.
you are continuing the family legacy.
Legacy, yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. So someone's probably wondering, what is this in front of us? And people
This is a reindeer. It's not obvious.
Yeah, see, I'm
This
kind of
could have
getting it
even
together.
been Rudolph, and you don't even know.
It needs to have the red nose is still
Yeah.
yet to come, right?
Oh yes.
Okay, so I'm seeing the legs. So give me a little bit more of a tour here.
So this is normally the body. We have a silhouette of the front quarter of a reindeer that sits there, and we have the back quarter that hides everything that is ugly-ish. And then we have the engine that's supposed to be there to be the body to make noise.
So for someone who's looking at this, this is an engine, a motor from what?
These are pretty much all early 2000s Chevy pickup SUV, the legendary LS engine.
So what other things will you put on this engine, Casey?
We just do our silhouettes, and then of course, you know, it's got down under the trailer we have fuel and batteries and everything to make the engine run, and each engine has its own fuel tank and its own battery, and they're complete standalone units. And you know, of course, then you got to get all the generators to power everything with all the lights and everything.
Yeah.
And so each reindeer's got its silhouette of lights and its strings, and the side of the float will change a little bit this year. We'll get that ironed out a little better now that the engines work and run and everything. So
have you ever wondered, why couldn't there have only been 3 reindeer?
yeah, that wouldn't be any fun. It wouldn't make nearly as much noise that way.
That way everybody can hear
Yeah,
Kelty
well, we
Auto
don't-
Parts coming
No,
from the
yeah,
distance.
you don't have to worry about who it is or wonder who it is.
Everybody
It's
will
us.
know.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
know. Well, thank you for the reindeer.
Absolutely.
And thank you for doing something to make people smile and have something fun at Christmas.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, it's Eliana. I'm here at the College Place Winterfest, and we're gonna find out more about our community, what brings us together, and what Christmas means to us. So, can you describe the perfect Christmas in 3 words?
Family, friends, and comfort.
Together, peaceful, memorable.
A light powdering of snow, safe enough to drive on still, and friends and family, holiday food, just lounging. That's it.
Family, food, and thankfulness, probably.
What's a Christmas tradition or a memory that still makes you smile and feel loved?
So growing up, I grew up in a Hispanic family, and every Christmas, my family would get together and we would make tamales. So we would, got together, made the tamales, and then the kids got to enjoy them. So that's my best memory because I still remember all my aunts and uncles and grandmothers, who are no longer here, and I think about how much it meant to me when I was a kid.
Every Christmas Eve, my husband's family and we all get together. Yeah, he has a lot of siblings, and we do cookie night on Christmas Eve, and I bake one of everybody's favorite cookies, and it's just something that is fun to bring everyone together. We have pizza, play games, and just visit with each other.
Christmas tradition, me and my family, we always get together and we go out and do like a walk, and we open gifts and just spend the day together. So I'm looking forward to doing that this year.
We had at our first house, we had a gathering for 45 single adults who had no place to go to Christmas. So we moved in December 22nd, December 25th, we had 45 adults at our house.
How did you manage that?
It was a lot of work.
But was it worth it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was so worth it. We did it 5 years in a row.
What's special about Walla Walla to you, and what brings us together?
Yeah, well, I'm from a small town on the west side of the state, so moving over here, it was a great fit for me. This is my first Winterfest, so getting to experience this for the first time was great. I've got to talk to a lot of families that have come through to my booth and just tell me about their lives too, and so just feeling that connectedness. And then I'm going to walk in the parade later tonight, so I'll get to see the families again, and I just, love to be around it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the whole Walla Walla region, right, of College Place, Walla Walla, and our smaller communities all around us, what makes us special is that we are true neighbors. We really take care of one another, we care for one another, and, when it comes to it, we love celebrating together. And I feel that when you have neighbors who care about you, that's what makes the community special.
I feel like what brings us together is we're diverse, but like everyone has some common values, and we come together and share that and celebrate it.
What do you think is so special about this, about Walla Walla, and what brings us together?
I believe that Walla Walla is so special because no matter where you're from, you can come here at any given time and people will welcome you. That's any time of year, but especially during Christmas time. And then that with all the lights, it's just magical here.
Cole, it is so good to chat with you again. I don't know, our viewers may not know, but we've been able to talk about Blue Mountain Community Foundation before, and it's always been fun.
Yeah, that's right. It's my third time here. Thank you for having me back, Linnell.
Oh, it's absolutely great. We have to know what's going on right now, Blue Mountain Community Foundation. There's something pretty big happening.
That's true. Hopefully a lot of your hometown viewers already know all about it. It's called the Valley Giving Guide. Started on December 3rd, runs through the end of the month. And it's just this huge community-wide fundraising event. We really put this on to try to ignite generosity in the community to encourage people to give more money to all their favorite nonprofits.
You just said one of my favorite words, generosity. So ignite generosity.
Yes.
How does the Valley Giving Guide help do that?
A few ways. The core of it is, it's not just one nonprofit doing an event. It's an effort to bring together all the nonprofits in the community to do an event together. So on average, in a given year, it's 160 nonprofits all working together to try to make this event successful and raise as much money for all of them as possible. It's the old raise the tide, raises all the boats analogy. So if we're all working together, we're all going to have a higher tide. I think that helps to generate more generosity in the community, because there are a lot of people out there who they don't feel like that they are the donor for that nonprofit.
And nobody else.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just community supporters, right? They like to support lots of things, and I think a lot of people respond to nonprofits working together to help the whole community. So that's a piece of it. Another really important piece, though, is this thing we call the bonus pool.
Mm-hmm.
So every year, we at the Community Foundation, we go out and ask people and businesses if they will put some money, if they'll sponsor the event and put some money in this thing we call the bonus pool. And then we take all that money, we spend some of it to cover the advertising, the costs of the event. Most of it goes out as a match to all the donations made through the event. So last year, we were able, with that bonus pool, to add 10% to every donation everybody made. So if someone donated $1,000 to Blue Mountain Television, Blue Mountain Television got $1,100 instead of $1,000.
And that's a real scenario. That kind of thing happened for us. It was
Good.
Really great.
Yes, I'm glad to hear it.
It's such a fantastic incentive for everyone, because each individual donor knows that what they give is going to be worth a little bit more.
That's right.
Where they want it to go.
Yeah.
And it's great for every organization that signs up to participate too. For
Absolutely.
the same reasons.
Yeah, and I guess there's one other, I'm still thinking about your question.
Yeah, the original question.
There's one other piece to it. Some people have a competitive spirit.
Yeah.
And the way the Valley Giving Guide works, there's this website, valleygivingguide.org. Your audience can go there today and check out all the nonprofits there and donate to as many of them as they want in one kind of shopping cart, Amazon-style experience. And what they'll see there is a list of all those nonprofits and how much money has been donated to each one of them so far in real time. And it's called a leaderboard because the nonprofit that's had the most donated to it's at the top.
Yes.
And I think that that list generates a competitive spirit with both nonprofits and donors.
I think it does too.
And that inspires more giving.
It does, because the nonprofits then reach out to their donors even more and say, hey, we're in number 3, move us up to number 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then also when you go there, and I've had this experience personally, you know, when you go there and you're getting ready to donate, you see some organization that means a lot to you and you realize, oh, with just, you know, another $100, they could be,
yeah, you can move them up a spot.
Yeah, and it feels pretty exciting to be the person to do that. So,
yeah.
You know, we just started chatting because we've chatted before, and I never even asked you or told people what your responsibility is there at the Blue Mountain Community Foundation. So, your title?
I'm the president and CEO.
Yes.
Blue Mountain Community Foundation.
So, it's where all the good stuff stops and all the bad stuff stops too, right?
It is such a privilege to be in my position at the Community Foundation. For many years, I ran a nonprofit that was a grant-seeking nonprofit.
Yeah.
Also, I'm an attorney. Before that, I was actually working at a law firm as an attorney, doing nonprofit law because I wanted to work with nonprofits. But I left there to go run a nonprofit as a grant-seeking organization, and on the other side of the foundation fence.
Yes.
And so I grew up in nonprofits on that side, on the fundraising side, and to be able to be on this side, on the side of like giving out money to nonprofits, super meaningful to me because I've been on that other side.
Yes.
And it's
Now you get to give it.
I get to give it, and I get to go out and try to raise it from other people so we can give it.
Yes.
So much of what the Community Foundation does is just act as a connector between donors and nonprofits. We're just there in the middle trying to help donors get their money to where they want it to go. That's what the Valley Giving Guide is really all about. It's a way for thousands of donors to be encouraged to donate money to their favorite nonprofits. But I get to have this huge impact, like where I get to sit as CEO of the Community Foundation. I get to touch all these things, and it's truly a privilege.
Very rewarding.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'd rather do.
Uh-huh.
I know that sounds like a cliche, but like it's
I
literally
believe it.
true.
I believe it.
There's nothing I'd rather do.
Thanks, Cole. It was a joy to chat again.
Thanks for having me, Lino. Appreciate it.
words of Andy Rooney, one of the most glorious messes in the world is the mess created in the living room on Christmas Day. Don't clean it up too quickly. Much of our life revolves around rushing. Life passes by very quickly, but this time of year we can focus on the things that matter the most. It is the perfect opportunity to pause, count our blessings, and respond with gratitude and giving. It is a way to say, I love you, not just in gifts, but in time and energy. It's an opportunity to connect families, neighbors, friends, and the community. It reminds us of who we really are and what we really treasure. Here on Hometown, we love exploring the stories that make the Walla Walla region so unique. And we're grateful for all our blessings, including you. This celebration begins with the greatest gift humanity has ever known. Isaiah describes it this way: For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God. On behalf of our whole team, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a very happy holiday season, and many blessings in the new year. I'll see you soon on another episode of Hometown. Do you love uplifting stories of people in our community as much as we do? When you give a gift, you make local, uplifting, community-focused programming like Hometown possible. To find out how, just use the QR code or visit our website at the link in our bio. And don't forget to like and subscribe to hear more great stories about our valley.